ResortLoop.com is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Enjoy Joffrey's new single origin coffee, Peru Cafe Femenino. Available at Joffreys.com and at the Joffrey's kiosks throughout the Disney parks and resorts. And the best part, the sale of Joffrey's Coffee Cafe Femenino gives back to worthy projects and programs that enhance the lives of women and their families in coffee communities. That's Joffreys.com.
Hi, Bob and Tim, or Tim and Bob, and Looper Nation. This is Katie reporting live from the deck of the Disney Wonder. I'm actually on my balcony right now, and I was in the middle of downloading your latest episode when it occurred to me that I had not so far set a show open, so I decided to do that, and I figured the perfect place to do that was at the Port of Miami waiting for our back-to-back cruise to start. So, start the show, please. Lots of Looper Nation. Hi.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
For those of you who have joined us at the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, aloha, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World local monorail system. During the trip, we request that everyone please remain seated, and that there please be no eating, drinking, or smoking. Thank you. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
Bob, I don't know about you. Well, first of all, this is episode 306, but I don't know about you, but I would so like to be there with Katie right now.
Back-to-back cruises? Are you kidding me? Come on.
My goodness. Katie, you're rubbing our noses in it. Awesome. Hope you had a great time.
That was a wonderful open there.
Awesome. I'm very excited about the show today, Bob.
Yes, me too.
Joining us.
Good pals.
I know, good pals. Great friend of the show. He's been on a couple times. Disney fan, Disney artist. Knows a ton about the parks. Ton of stuff going on in his life. We're having Kevin John back on the show, master artist from Disney.
Hey, hello, Looper Nation.
Hey, Kevin John, how you doing?
I am tremendous. How are you guys doing?
Good.
It's kind of cold today. Kind of cold.
Oh, I know. It's like 75 here.
Oh, you poor baby.
It's just a bit chilly. I had to throw on a light jacket to go out this morning.
Wow. Well, everything's white outside. You probably don't even know what that stuff is.
What?
I think he's got white sand out in his backyard. That's about
exactly.
Right.
We have 2 inches of partly cloudy outside at my house.
Exactly. Hey, first thing we want to do, we've got to congratulate Kevin John for his Tower of Terror art. That thing sold like they didn't even hang it.
I was going to say they just sit it on the floor.
Just
sit it on the floor. Let people walk in and walk out. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really, really surprised and delighted that that original moved so quick. It was in the gallery about 3 days. I didn't even get a chance to get in to see it until the gallery called me and said that there was a buyer that they wanted to know if I could get into the gallery to meet the buyers while they were there that evening, and I was pleased to be able to do that and to meet them and take photos and that sort of thing. But it was really quick. That was in October, and then the great thing is the prints and the limited edition Giclées now are available, and they were released right after the first of the year, so people can get that piece called If You Dare, and it's that painting that I did of the bellhop in front of an elevator in the tower, and he's kind of beckoning you on to the elevator and handing you your room key, number 13, and it's for those people that love the tower and that love the story behind it. It's just one of those pieces that I think will really speak to them, and it's been very, very popular. They can't keep the prints in stock, so I'm very happy because it means people are they're enjoying the art, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure. You kind of unveiled that to us, to Looper Nation, and. It was, as I said back then, just such an incredible piece of artwork, the shadows behind it and everything. So it didn't surprise me that it went so fast. How are the prints going?
They're going really well. Like everything, we have a standard what they call deluxe print that's matted. It's like 11 by 14, and those are available in the gift shop at the Tower and at the Art of Disney in at Disney Springs. And those are every day $39.95, $40, and you have a piece of Kevin John art. And then for the more discerning collector, you have the larger printed Jaclay. Those are a limited edition. There's only 95 of those, and those come fully framed and matted in custom framing that I've chosen specifically for the piece. And those are $3.95 each. And as they last, like I said, the edition is only 95, and those are hand signed as well, hand signed and numbered. So that makes that piece a little special. Again, those are available both in the Tower of Terror gift shop, both at Disney World and Disneyland, and then also at the Art of Disney galleries.
Excellent.
Wow,
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Now, what other you had another piece of art that just sold almost as quick as that
Even
one.
quicker.
Yeah, actually a little bit quicker. This one is called Tropical Hideaway, and it is a painting of the exterior of the Tiki Room. That piece was a huge undertaking. I'll talk a little bit about that piece, but it sold within a day. They hung it on Monday, and by Tuesday morning it was gone. I luckily got in to the gallery on Monday to see it, all there and hanging and get a photo with it and all that sort of thing. And then, they called me the next morning and said that it was gone already. So I know that there were people that were planning to go in to see it towards the end of the week, and they weren't able to do that. It was gone already. Again, these are not inexpensive pieces of art. These are $5,000 and $6,000 pieces of art. So for them to be sold so quick and the public take so well to them, I'm very pleased. We can talk a little bit about that Tiki Room piece if you'd like. It was a huge undertaking because of the amount of detail that is in that exterior of the Tiki Room at Walt Disney World. I think that I, who have spent a lot of time there, didn't even realize until I started working on the study sketches and everything, the immense detail in the thatch work and the painting and all of the small little tiki-esque details that are around that attraction. It's just it really was a huge undertaking to replicate that in realism. What I wanted to do with the piece was to really give the viewer the experience that we all have when we come upon the Tiki Room at dusk. You've got that beautiful Florida sunset in the background, which is, kind of creating beautiful shadows, and the palm trees darken in front of you because they're silhouetted, and the tiki torches come on. They lit at that point. And that's really the element that I focused on with this piece. Right in the super foreground are two large tiki torches lit. And then those torches and that fire repeats as your eye visually walks back through the piece. And it really kind of gives you that welcoming aloha feel of being there at dusk in Adventureland outside of the Tiki Room. And then, of course, up in the sky, just coming in for a landing to the ceremonial house, I've got a beautifully colored macaw that is coming in. So, again, kind of to tell the story that as you are going walking up towards the Tiki Room, coming from one of the other lands, and you're anticipating seeing the show, here comes one of the macaws flying in, and he's going to work his way into the building as well to perform for you. So it's really the story that I wanted to tell with the piece, and I really love it. I hope that as people get a chance now to see the giclées and the prints, that they will love it as well.
Well, the beauty of that is the other your Figment and the Tower of Terror art that you did, they have that Disney feel to them. Now, this one, those Disney fans, those of us that are Disney fans, we recognize it. We know what that is, but that could hang anywhere in a home or a business that just is looking for a tropical feel. There's no real, hey, this is Disney in your face kind of thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Which really makes it cool.
Thank you. Thanks for mentioning that, because I've had a lot of response that way. As you guys know, I'm very active on social media, on Facebook, and I upload the photos and video of the progress of me creating this art. I mean, this piece, from the initial concept sketches all the way through the study, the design of the piece, and the completion of the actual original painting, I've got well over 300 hours in this original.
Oh, wow.
So people over a period of months were able to watch this piece be developed. So I gathered a lot of interest from not only my Disney fan base, but my fan base that also collects my tropical and tiki-themed, non-Disney tiki-themed art. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But that's what I was hearing from most people is from that were non-Disney, is that, hey, we can put this in our tropical rooms, our tiki-flavored bars, that sort of thing, which I was really pleased about.
Yeah, the tiki subculture is really big right now. It's kind of in a resurgence, would you say?
Absolutely, without question. And which I think that's a great segue into talking about kind of the non-Disney brand of Kevin John art. Because Disney is just one of my major clients, I do create art on my own for other clients, but from time to time we will also create art that is specifically just Kevin John brand, and there are different series of things that I think that people will love to see me replicate. And one of the things that has really caught fire over the last year has been this tiki-themed art that I've been kind of playing with. And I finally focused in on a style that I'd like to create a new series in, and subject matter. So one of the things that all tiki lovers love are, they love the statues and all that sort of thing, and that's all well and good. But I think that everyone that has been to a tiki bar or has a tiki bar in their home, they love the mugs. Those beautiful mugs. You think about Trader Sam's and think about the great mugs that you get in the cocktails at Trader Sam's. Well, I'm doing a kind of a still life series of these tiki mugs. This first one is, a beautiful mug sitting there with a beautiful candle lit, and the sun is setting in the background. There's a palm tree kind of hanging down over top of it. And again, I want this series of art to be the type of art that you can hang in your room, in your office, in your home, whatever, and look up at that piece, and you're immediately taken away. You are now in that scene with that fruity cocktail in front of you, and you're just relaxing and looking at the beautiful scenery, or the beach that I painted on, or whatever is depicted in this series. That's what I like to convey, and I'm working on the first piece in that series, and it will be released very soon. And that, all of that non-Disney art, you can find at kevinjohnstudio.com, and it's right there. There's all kinds of different stuff, and this will be the next piece that we'll be releasing soon to kick off this new series. One of the, not problems, but one of the things that I hear often from folks is if we're not at Disney, how do we collect your art? And understand that Disney owns all of my art that I create for them. It's exclusive to Disney, either through the parks or through, one of their shopping apps or something like of that nature. So unless you're going to the park, you're actively pursuing it that way, you can't get Kevin John Disney art. However, what I am able to do is some complement pieces to the Disney art that I create. For instance, I'm working on this Adventureland series now. I just finished the Tikiroom. I'm going to start painting my Pirates of the Caribbean piece. So I developed this really cool piece that it's called Jungle Traders, and it is kind of like a couple of spears with skulls on top of them, and in foliage with a kind of a ominous sunset tropical background to it. And it's just a nice little piece that if you purchase the Kevin John Tikiroom art or the Pirates art that I'm going to produce, or the next one will be the Jungle Cruise art. So you've got this series of Kevin John Disney Adventureland art. These are pieces that you can get directly from me that are not really Disney pieces, but will complement those Disney pieces really well. I'm working on a piece that will complement the Tower of Terror art that I produced. So those are fun things that you can get directly through my studio store, all hand signed, and they're exclusive to my studio store. So the only place you can get them is directly through me. So I know that my collectors love that. They like to get special, unique things directly from the artist himself. So that's exciting for 2016 as well.
Absolutely, and especially the fact that it's you're able to get it hand signed. It's a signed piece of art that you pass down generation to generation. That's awesome.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, we always offer, if people follow me on Facebook or go to that studio store, but really the Facebook is where you need to find me.
Absolutely. Because
I'm on it constantly every day. And we're always, as I'm developing, even the concept sketches I do for Disney, we offer those all the time. Those are, one-of-one original sketches. Any time that I develop a piece of art, I always develop these concept sketches beforehand. And they're very unique. Some of you that want to collect original art but can't afford the $6,000 that a fully painted original would cost, you can pick up a concept sketch and frame that with, the other printed art that you have of mine. And it's a one-of-one unique piece, and some of those are as low as $50, and some go up to, $1,200, and there's everything in between. I mean, there's one for every budget. They go very quick. I mean, as soon as I start rendering them and share them on social media, usually they're purchased right away. My collectors are very loyal that way, but you can always slide in and scoop one up. So those are real unique items for those people that want to collect something very different, very unique, of high value. Those sketches are a great way to do that. And
don't forget, you follow Kevin John on Facebook, absolutely, because you have some sales every now and then, and that's where you announce your sales.
Mm-hmm, right.
And you can get some fantastic Disney art. Well, not Disney art, but some fantastic Kevin John art that, like you said, complements your Disney art that you have at home or any room.
Sure. Yeah. Every Wednesday, we try and do something special. Now, sometimes that's a sale. I mean, we just did a $19 print sale. I mean, these prints normally sell for $45. We price them at $19 for 24 hours. You go and grab them. As long as, we limit the amount of number per piece, but as long as they last, you can grab them. And then we also do on Wednesdays, it's Fan Reward Wednesday, we call it. So I love my fans. I love to take care of them. So we do giveaways all the time. And sometimes it's an original sketch. Sometimes it's a group of prints. Sometimes it's a meet and greet experience. All kinds of cool stuff. You never know what we're going to come up with here. And I'm so appreciative of my fan base, and I love to take care of them as much as I can. Christmas time, we did that. We did the Find Kevin John in the Park at 3 different parks in one day, and I uploaded it to social as I was there. I'd say, okay, for the next half hour, I'm going to be at such and such place in Epcot. And if you find me, you got a little hand-drawn Disney Christmas card by myself. And then, I took photos and I think we did 15 or 20 of those that day. But it was wonderful meeting these folks in the park that were following me on social and getting a chance to just make their Christmas a little extra magical. It was really cool. So I love doing stuff like that as often as I can.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, since you brought up your Facebook page, I got to ask, you're drawing now, your project right now is the Tiki tropical mugs, if you will, or tropical drinks. You got a photo up there of an awful lot of drinks. How much research did you want to put into this? Because I'm thinking you put a lot of research into this.
Well, the funny thing is, guys, is that I don't drink.
Oh.
I never have. I love the tiki culture. I love everything tiki. My house, there's sections of my house that are decorated in tropical tiki. But I don't drink. I love these mugs because I love the design. Now, I will say this. There is a caveat to that. There is one place on the planet that I drink, and you can find me enjoying a cocktail at Trader Sam's. I love that place, Trader Sam's Grotto at the Polynesian Resort. Anytime I go to property, we end up at Trader Sam's.
Nice.
And I'm a lightweight, so I can have one cocktail, and I have to while I'm there. It's just, again, I don't drink other than that, but it really is something about the place that just inspires it. And so you've got a little bit of a loopy Kevin John and a marker in my hand. And I'm a dangerous cat, man. So I'm always drawing little sketches for people that meet me there. And not a time goes by that I'm not sitting at Trader Sam's and someone comes up to me, aren't you that Disney artist, Kevin John? And so then what I do is, I'll do special Trader Sam's sketches for them right there and sign them, and they can take them with them. And we do photos together and stuff, and it's really cool. But if you bring me your white pearl tiki mug after you've had that drink at Trader's, there's something very special that I design on the white pearl tiki mug right there for you and make it a kind of a one-of-a-kind, unique signed piece of art that you can take home as your souvenir. So when you see me at Trader Sam's or when I do a Facebook update that I'm at Trader's, get over there because we have a heck of a lot of fun. So other than that, the girlfriend is the one that consumes all the alcohol.
I was going to say we have some loopers that will help you out.
They'll give you a run for your money. What's your go?
So true. I know. Don't you guys do like a looper crawl or monorail crawl or something?
There is a monorail crawl that
See, you need to have me on that next one so that I can just enjoy the fun and then end up at Trader Sam's drawing pictures for people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. What's your go-to drink there? Is it the white pearl? Is it something else?
No, what I really love is is it called the Krakatoa? Is that it? I love that one, and I love the Mai Tai type. Again, I'm terrible. And the Nautilus.
That's the one I want.
Is a freaking monster. And, they won't serve it to you unless you're with somebody else. But I was with a group of 4, and we all ordered our own drinks, and I ordered this Nautilus because I wanted the mug. This thing is like a boat.
Yes.
It's literally the size of a human shoe, and opposed to a bunny rabbit or horse. Oh, I guess horse. But okay, so a human shoe. A man's shoe. This thing is filled then with alcohol and garnish. And I drank this primarily by myself.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember what happened later that evening. I don't know how I got to wherever I was sleeping. Although I know that there were a lot of drawings given out that night, so that's the tremendous upside. I cannot vouch for the quality of those.
A trail of art leading up to where Kevin John was laying down.
Absolutely. My goodness. Now, do you find now that you're so deep into the Disney community, are you finding that you can't go to the parks without people coming up to you? Or
you're a superstar. You're a superstar, aren't you?
Yeah.
Every time, and I have to say that I love it. It was a place where I could get away. Again, coming from the sports world, doing sports art for so long, I could no longer go to a sporting event without being recognized and taking time with some fans and whatnot. So Disney was the place where I could go and really remain anonymous, because not only the crowds, but it was a different collector base. Now I go to Disney and everywhere I go, I have to say that I love it. I really appreciate it. I feel so honored that people collect my art and that recognize the artist behind the art. So again, those opportunities that I have where I'm doing special sketches or taking photos or signing autographs with people, I really I am honored beyond words to be able to do that. And if that creates a little bit of extra magic for someone while they're on their trip, again, imagine Kevin John, the Disney fan, walking through the park and seeing a Raleigh Crump or a Mark Davis when he was alive. I would have flipped my skull, right? And then to have, even a Tony Baxter, sign an autograph for me or do a little sketch for me while I meet them in the park, I would have lost my mind. And so, again, if I can create a little bit of that type of magic for guests, that's what Disney is all about. That's why we go there. That's why we love the place. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That is awesome. What do you have anything coming up as far as Disney, that Disney has tapped you for that you can talk about?
Sure. The next, as I said, the next two pieces are going to be Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's going to be a painting that's going to look very similar in styling to my Tower of Terror bellhop or the Hatbox Ghost piece that I created. And this will be the skeleton, the helmsman skeleton.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, that's the skeleton at the steering wheel of the wrecked ship that you see right before you go down the falls in the Walt Disney World version of Pirates. That's the next piece. And then I am right now working on some concepts for the Jungle Cruise, which will be the following piece. And then I've got two more that I'd like to do for Disney by the end of this year. So that would make 6 new pieces this year of Kevin John Disney art. So that I think that would really be good. So those are the next 2.
Absolutely. That sounds fantastic.
Very
Can't
busy.
wait.
Thank you.
Real quick though, the Tiki Hut art is not available yet in print, right? Even though the one that you painted is sold, the original is sold, but
right.
the prints are not in Disney stores yet, right?
Correct. Yeah, it takes about 120 days to get those to the galleries. It's just a process, and so I estimate probably in July those Tikiroom prints, and it's called Tropical Hideaway. Those will be available in the Disney parks probably in July of 2016. This July.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
And what are you anticipating as far as the release of the drinks? The drink.
Oh, that's art. Going to be, I would say within 30 days, we will have that first pilot piece ready to roll. And it's very interesting. We're going to offer it as a canvas of clay. We're going to offer it as a print. We're going to offer it also as as printed on driftwood framed. It is so sick looking.
Wow.
The company that I'm working with that does this printing process, they're the same company who produces a lot of the sign, plaques, and everything that you see at Disney World right now. Where they kind of replicate some of the vintage signage and everything from parks. Yeah. You can buy those in the art galleries. Well, this is the same company that I'm working with for this series, and again, it's a high-end piece. It will be limited, signed and numbered, but the aesthetic is insanely cool looking. So 3 or 4 different ways that you can get Kevin John Tiki themed art, and we're going to do merch too, like T-shirts and that sort of thing as well. So we're really going to be able to spread our wings with it. Yeah.
That's awesome. I was going to ask about any shirt possibilities coming up, because some of these just look like they're made for a T-shirt to walk around the park in.
For sure. And that's definitely within my my thinking when I design these pieces is how they would look on merchandise, because I know as a fan myself, I'm always looking for interesting different tees to wear or sweatshirts or different types of merchandise, mugs and stuff like that, and these things are being done. I'm doing I just did a painting of a great white shark that is kind of lenticular. He's long, a long towering type of piece. And this is for another project that we're working on with another retailer. But again, the design for that was, it's going to look great on T-shirts and different elements as well.
So are you telling me I'm going to be able to get a mug of a Tiki mug? That is awesome.
Yes.
I won't have to actually buy a Tiki. Yeah, right.
So you're going to pose for me wearing a Tiki mug shirt, holding your mug.
Right.
With a picture of that on the mug, of you holding the mug in the mug on the beach.
In front of a picture.
Wow.
In front of a picture with a mug. Yeah,
right.
Mind blown. My mind is blown. That is too cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Everybody, Kevin John, what a fantastic guy.
That's as artsy as I will ever get. That is it, man.
Wow.
That is too cool. And really, everybody, you got to get out there. You got to check out Kevin John's Facebook page. It's Kevin-John Jabzinski.
Yeah, Jabinski, and unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever. That's my full name. It started years ago as just my personal Facebook page, but it's the place where I spend all my time. My fan page. It just because the way Facebook is, you just don't get the traffic.
Right.
And this has. Friend me, follow me there, and it's Kevin John Jabinski. If you guys maybe put a link up there.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
That'll be good. Or, if you go to kevin-john.com, that's kind of the main website there where you can find me through Facebook there as well. So if I'm out there. You can, Kevin-John, you'll find me.
Yeah, we just have to reiterate, you're very interactive with your Facebook page. You take questions. You take requests from people, like, what should I work on next? I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and matter of fact, the Tikiroom piece came out of that what was it called? Not election, but that poll.
Right.
It was a toss-up between Jungle Cruise and Tikiroom. Which did you want to see next? And Tikiroom won out like unbelievably large. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And of course, if you're a sports fan, you've done some incredible sports art, and on your Facebook page, you can actually see some videos with some of the guys that you painted.
Thank you. Yeah, that's always cool. I've worked with many sports celebrities, and they're always fun to do little shout outs, and that's always cool.
That is awesome. So, yeah, we will make sure that there are links up. Just go to, we'll have it up on our Facebook page and our website for Kevin John's art. And looking forward to all of this great stuff you got coming out. Follow him. Make sure you guys follow him on Facebook, because that's where you're going to get some great deals, and just you'll be able to be kept up to date on all the really cool stuff that he's got going on.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm celebrating 29 years here in a couple of weeks as a professional artist, and we'll do some special giveaway, and so make sure you connect with me there, Facebook, so you can kind of be part of that and get in on the action for that celebration.
Absolutely,
that is awesome.
Absolutely. Tim, that is all I have for the great Kevin John.
All right, Kevin John, I'm just going to follow up with one quick question. Since I'll call a local down there, just somebody in Florida.
Yes.
Is there a buzz over Disney Springs? I know it's been growing, and new stores are announced. Are more locals down there thinking it's really interesting and worth getting over there?
Wow, you can't get into the place. I mean, it's packed constantly, and it's because of the things that they're doing down there. I was such a fan of Pleasure Island. I absolutely loved it back in the 90s. I was very depressed when they took it away. What they are doing with Disney Springs is jaw dropping. And I'm not I'm not joking about it. It is fantastic. With the amount of people that are there and shopping and having drinks and cocktails and restaurants and eating and dancing and everything, I have to believe that a great portion of those are locals. I know for myself, I love going there and just taking it all in. It's really what I'm going to consider the next golden age for that area. It's the experiences down there are fantastic that they're working on. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Some of the live entertainment just on the streets is incredible.
Yeah, it's just there's something going on. It's like a festival every night, like a really nice high-end festival, like every night there. It's really cool. Jock Lindsay's is kind of like a Trader Sam's type bar. And on that same note, if y'all haven't been to the Skipper Canteen yet over at Magic Kingdom, that restaurant,
yes,
holy Peter, it is a really dynamic place. A little higher end food. So I mean, you're going to pay a premium price, but you can always get in. It's quiet. It's lovely inside. The theming is amazing. The waiters and the waitresses, which are skippers, like Jungle Cruise skippers, they do a great job. It's again, when I'm in the Magic Kingdom, that is my guaranteed must do. I love the place.
Oh, I'm very anxious to see that. Yeah,
for sure.
Right awesome. Next to the Tiki Room too.
It is. Yeah, I mean it's right down the bay in Adventureland. It actually, as you come from the Crystal Palace and you cross over the bridge into Adventureland, it's that building that has sat empty really since I think the late 80s.
Yes,
it was originally a walk-up, and now it is this fully themed out Skipper Canteen restaurant. It's really good. The food is really, really good.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, Kevin John, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you guys so much. And Looper Nation, I love you. Come on out, holler at me on Facebook, and follow along and get some good art, and let's have some fun.
Buy him a Nautilus, and who knows what you'll get.
Amen. Use my car. Here you go. Thank you.
Awesome. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at ResortLoopTim, on Facebook at TimResortLoopScott, and at the website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm ResortLoop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, rate us on iTunes, and Tim, what else should they do?
They should also run over to Joffrey's Coffee, use our discount code Looper20, get 20% off, and then you can always listen to us on the Stitcher. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.